Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. My name is Jason. We're in the kitchen, and Angela Kay has just shown you how to make some garlic scape butter here recently. But you may wonder, how do I use this garlic scape butter? So today we're going to give you 3 easy recipes for garlic scape butter. Okay. Now, obviously, this video is going to be done over three different meals for us because we're not just making food and throwing it away. So here we are. There's going to be 3 different ways to use this garlic scape butter. Let's get started.
The first thing we are going to do is garlic scape butter roasted chicken thighs.
Sounds good to me.
It should. It was originally your thoughts. I'm just seeing it through.
I was kind of thinking chicken with 40 cloves of garlic meets garlic scape butter.
Yes. And if you've never had chicken with 40 cloves of garlic, it's amazing. Mm-hmm. Okay, we have 5 chicken thighs here. These are bone in. You do not want to use boneless. Use bone in, skin on. Pull the skin back. Don't completely pull it off. Just fold it back like a blanket. And now you want to season the meat very liberally because it can take it. Chicken thighs can take a lot of seasoning. Now you want to put some pepper on them. And like I said, don't be afraid to season really well. Now we're going to take 1 slice of garlic scape butter and put it on each chicken thigh. You don't want to put more than 1 because this stuff is strong.
Yep.
Now you want to take your skin, fold it back over.
Put the garlic scape butter to bed.
Yep. Put the blanket over it. Put the blanket over it. Hide the garlic scape butter. Now you want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. And you want to put these in a baking dish. Now I'm going to take just a tiny bit of salt, sprinkle it on the skin so the skin will taste good. But don't overdo it because it will cause your skin not to get crispy. Now we're going to pop this in the oven for pretty much an hour. It was in the oven for about an hour and this skin is like super crispy.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's good stuff.
And they smell amazing. The second way I'm going to show you how to use the garlic scape butter is garlic bread.
Really simple but delicious.
Yes. So you want to soften your butter this time. You want to soften your garlic scape butter because otherwise it will not spread. We're only doing a half loaf because there's only 2 of us. We don't need a whole loaf.
And you can bake it or go to the store.
Yes, you can bake it yourself or go to the store. We just got it out of the store. Later, I can show you how to make Italian bread. This is just a half loaf. I cut the loaf in half and then cut it horizontally so that you have 2 good parts. Now, you want to spread it liberally with this butter. You want to be very generous with it. Just spread it really good with the butter. But it really depends on you. How garlicky do you like your garlic bread? If you like it very garlicky, be generous. If you like it mild, don't be as generous. Now we have our oven preheated to 400 degrees. And I have my pan lined with parchment paper. That way it's for easier cleanup because it will tend to burn on your pan. Now, this may sound a little strange because I did use salted butter to make the scape butter, but just a little sprinkle of salt will bring up the flavors a lot. Don't be heavy-handed with it, just a little sprinkle.
It'll cook down in really good.
Yes, it will help bring up those flavors.
Now, you do need to make sure you cook your garlic scapes, right? You don't want to just put this in.
Yes, that's why I'm not doing it on broil because you want the bread to get nice and crunchy, and you want the bottom of your bread, you want that to get nice and brown and crunchy, and you want those scapes to actually cook. Because if they don't cook, you're going to get a lot of raw garlic flavor. So now...
Ooh, even better. That's a good idea. I did not know she was doing this. I'm excited.
I always do this with garlic bread.
I wasn't thinking. I knew you do.
I always do this with garlic bread.
I wasn't thinking about it.
Add a little Parmesan cheese.
It ain't never hurt nobody.
That
Unless you're lactose intolerant.
That browns up Yes, it will hurt you then. It browns up and gives it an awesome flavor. I always add some Parmesan cheese to my garlic bread. If you have never done that, you need to start.
Butter, cheese,
Garlic.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Okay, now you pop this into your 400-degree oven until it's nice and brown on the bottom, and your cheese is nice and brown, everything's melted, and your scapes are done. Okay, this beauty is out of the oven.
It's so
and it
awesome.
Smells so good. And this baked for probably about 15 minutes, but basically bake it till it's as crunchy as you want and as brown as you want. We hit it with the broiler just at the last minute to get this last little browning. Now we're going to enjoy it. Now for our next recipe.
Number 3.
Number 3, I'm going to show you how to make garlic scape butter mashed potatoes.
Real easy.
So I've already peeled, sliced, and boiled these potatoes in good salted water. Now after I've drained them, I put them back in the pot, put them on low heat just for about 2 minutes to let it dry up the water. And now I've dumped them in a bowl because I need this pot. Now I'm going to take about this much of my log of garlic scape butter. It's up to you how much you want to do.
Hey, the more the merrier in this scenario.
Because you got to remember, this is strong. Some may add just enough.
You can't hurt. You can't put too much in there for me.
Now you do not want to put this butter in there just like it is and let it melt into the hot potatoes, because it will be like chewing on raw garlic. You want those scapes to cook. So you want to put this on the heat, let the butter melt and the scapes cook. It'll take about 5 minutes. I threw in just a little bit of regular butter, just to have enough butter in the potatoes. You don't want to add too much garlic scape butter because it will overpower your potatoes.
Let's do that regular butter in after the scape's been cooking for
Yes.
a little bit, right? Yeah,
Yes.
not immediately.
Now we're going to go ahead and pour this hot garlic scape butter over these potatoes. And it smells so
It
good.
does smell good.
Now you just want to start mashing them up. I'm using a hand masher. You can use a mixer. You can mash them however you normally mash potatoes. But like I said, if you've seen my mashed potato video, I just prefer a good old hand masher. Now, I've got them pretty good mashed up now. All the chunks are broke up. It's pretty good mashed up, but they need a little salt. So, because potatoes, they can take some salt.
Yeah, they absorb it so much.
And because I'm married to the pepper man, also pepper and potatoes go really well together. You want to add some pepper, and now I'm going to add a little bit of heavy cream.
You didn't really add that much pepper.
Just not enough for Jason. But I'm going to add some heavy cream just to creamy them up a little. Now, how creamy you want them is all up to you.
Yeah. But it can be a little sticky and dry if you don't do that right.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
So I add heavy cream until they're nice and creamy for me, because I like them nice and creamy. Here's our finished product. And the amount of salt, pepper, heavy cream, butter, everything depends on the potatoes you are using and the time of year.
Like varieties are different.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and also this time of year, you're using on last year's potatoes.
Kind of weird. But yeah,
So they've lost some of their starchiness. They've changed a little in character. So you're going to have trouble getting fluffy potatoes this time of year when you mash them. Mm-hmm. Until new potatoes start coming in.
Now, while I didn't taste any of the others in the recipes in this video, we'll end this video with a good taste test, because I love a good potato. And these are amazing. So stinking good. So wonderful. Now look, avoid the temptation to use all garlic scape butter. One thing that Angela is really good at is having a deft hand with the flavors. While sometimes I'll harass her for being a little conservative with the flavor, she's 100% correct in being careful to not use too much garlic scape butter because the garlic scapes are so strong. Okay. Now in this scenario, if she had used more garlic scape butter, it'd have been too much. Way too much. She did the 100% right thing by keeping that to a minimal and then adding just regular butter with it. Okay, not that we wanted to mute the flavor of the garlic scapes. We just didn't want to overwhelm with the potatoes because a mouthful of garlic scapes while you're eating potatoes is not fun. And if you'd used more garlic scapes butter than what you'd used, it would have been a mouthful of garlic scapes. And it's no good. While garlic scapes are delicious, a mouthful of them is not fun. Okay, so be sure to not overwhelm yourself with that garlic scape butter. The temptation is there. I understand it because I'm tempted to do it. I'm tempted to throw the whole log of garlic scape butter in there. It'd be too much, right? So follow Angela's directions. She's thought about this before. She's done this before. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully these are 3 really easy and quick ways to use your garlic scape butter. And it's also a really great way to get the flavor out of your garlic scapes and preserve them as well. Thank y'all for watching. We do appreciate it. My name is Jason. That's Angela K. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.